Hola there, my name is Pwnapplez, but you can call me Peter and welcome to my kitchen. Here at Canton University, my job is pretty simple. I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make a bunch of Pokemon-inspired dishes that you can make in your own kitchen. Be it a snack, meal, dinner, or dessert, you're going to have a lot of fun and you'll be able to make these dishes with your family and friends. So you chose your starter Pokemon and you're ready to go on your vast adventure to catch them all. But you need a tool to help you catch them all. What is it? Oh, that's right, guys, you're going to be needing the Pokeball. But your journey is going to be long, and you're going to get hungry, and you exactly can't eat a Pokeball. What could we do? I got it! How about we make our own Pokeball Gummy Bears? Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. This is a simple recipe to follow, and the end product is absolutely amazing. You're going to be like Kurt in the kitchen today, and be making some Pokeballs. So without further ado, guys, let's get cooking. Before we begin, let's talk about the essential ingredients you're going to be needing for your recipe. First off, you need some red jello, such as strawberry, raspberry, or cherry. If they don't have red jello in your country, just look for some red gelatin. Then you're going to need some unsweetened fruit drink mix, such as Kool-Aid. This is going to have vitamin C in it, and it's going to give your red half of the Pokeball a little bit more flavor. Then you're going to need some Knox unflavored gelatin, or any type of unflavored gelatin. It doesn't have to be Knox. And then you need some flavor extract, such as cherry, raspberry, lemon, banana. This is for the bottom half of your Pokeball. So whatever flavor you would like to have your bottom half of your gummy, you choose. You need some corn syrup, black and white food dye, and a little bit of sugar. Lastly, you're going to need some sort of tray that has sphere-like features, like a cake pop tray or a donut hole tray. This is a donut hole tray. You could choose a cake pop tray. This is only going to depend on the size of your Pokeball. So whatever you can find, either donut tray or cake pop tray, you should be fine. One last thing, guys, here are a few disclaimers. If you do not want to use any corn syrup, no need to worry at all. You can actually use honey as a substitute. And then if you don't want to use black food dye, or you can't find black food dye, you can mix 2 packages of grape gelatin and 1 package of orange gelatin together. It'll create a nice dark purple color that almost looks identical to black. Lastly, the white food dye. They actually do make white food dye, and it's kind of rare to find. I actually did not pick this up in a grocery store. I picked this up in a crafting store like Michael's. Now, the reason why I'm using white food dye, if we were going to use it, the bottom half of the Pokeball would actually be clear. Kind of like the clear gummy bears you see. For aesthetic purposes, if you want it to be white, you can use the white food dye. If not, you can leave it clear and it'll still taste the same. This just adds a little bit of color white to it, and that's pretty much it. So that's pretty much it, guys, and now let's be like Kurt and make some Pokeballs. To start off, you need a half a cup of really cold water. So put your measuring cup in the fridge, give it about 5 minutes and come back. Then you need 1/4 of a cup of either honey or corn syrup. So pour that baby right in. And then what we're going to be doing is you're going to stir it all nice together until it's all crystal clear. Now go ahead and add your crystal liquid in to your pot. And then we're going to add 2 packages of your unflavored gelatin. They're about 0.25 ounces each, so about half an ounce. And then you're gonna let that sit for a while, maybe about like 10 or 20 seconds. And after it sits and settles in, you're gonna be adding your strawberry, cherry, raspberry, any type of red gelatin you can find inside your mix, like so. Bada bing, bada boom. And you want this to sit for about 1 to 2 minutes so all of that water gets absorbed into your gelatin. So after you let it sit for about a minute or so, you want to mix everything evenly together. You want to get all those clumps away. So it's going to take about 2 to 3 minutes of mixing it all away, making sure all those big clumps are gone. Like I said before, it's a lot easier if you use really cold water because the water is going to be absorbed into the gelatin a lot easier. So give it about a mixture about for 2 to 3 minutes. We'll come back and we'll start heating up our substance up. Once everything's mixed all nice and nicer, you want to pour your unsweetened fruit drink mix in there, and we're going to mix that in evenly until it's all gone, and then we can start heating this baby up. Perfect, it's mixed together perfectly, and you want to put your heat to medium to low. Now you want to heat this up for about 5 to 10 minutes, and you want to stir occasionally to prevent this from burning. So about 5 to 10 minutes, it all should be heated up nicely, and then we can continue on. If you want to give it a little bit more sugar, you can actually put in about half a spoonful of sugar inside your mix and mix it together. This is optional. If you want it to be a little bit more sweet, you can do so. If not, don't need to worry about it. Perfect. It should be mixed nice and beautifully, and it's really hot, so we want this to cool before we start pouring it. To make it easy to pour, put it back inside your measuring cup, but be really careful. It is extremely hot. Now while you leave your red jello mixture to cool a little bit, you should see a red foam on top. This is what we're going to be pushing aside, and it makes this like foamy type of deal, and you can brush off
and then we'll actually have a crystal clear mixture. So you can let it cool for a little bit longer and it'll be a lot easier to come out, or you can just start slowly picking it away, or you can put it through a strainer, whichever you would like to do. So just the foam comes off really easily, and that's what we're going to be doing. And to make it a little bit easier on myself to pour, I got these little condiment containers that you can get in Michael's or any type of crafting store, or even Home Goods or whatever. So, and you can pour your liquid in here and it'll be a lot easier to pour, because I'm a klutz in the kitchen and I get everything all over the place. So this is going to be a lot easier to pour for you, me, or anyone who wants to do this, or you can just pour from your beaker, whichever is easier for you or cheaper to do. Once your mixture cools, you're going to pour it into your mold. Now, depending on how big your mold is, you may need to make another batch of your red liquid, but if not, that's pretty simple. And you want to fill these up about 3/4 of the way up, because we still need to add our black lines. The remaining liquid we have is where we're going to add our black food dye to make our black lines. So after you fill up your mold 3/4 of the way, you want to pop these baby in the fridge for about 60 minutes to 90 minutes. Now guys, if you choose to use black food dye, pour a little bit in your container or your beaker, give it a stir or shake, and then you want to put it to the side, because once our red becomes nice and cool, we're going to pour it on top and then put it in the fridge again. Now, to prevent this from becoming a solid, get a pot, pour some hot water on the bottom of it from your sink, and pour it in there, and this is going to prevent it from becoming a solid. While we wait for our top half to cool off and become gummy, let's work on our bottom parts of our Pokeballs. We're going to do the same as the red half. You're going to add 1/4 of a cup of corn syrup to your half a cup of cold water, and you want to stir it till it's crystal clear once again. Once it's mixed all nice and nice, pour your liquid into your pot, and then, since this doesn't have any flavor or any sweetener in it, this is where you want to give your little mixture 1 spoonful of sugar. After you stir that in, then you're going to add your unflavored gelatin, and you're going to do 2 packs, the same thing you did before, and they're both, each pack is about, like I said before, 0.25 ounces. So together it's ½ an ounce. So pour that baby in, let all that water absorb it, and then once it's absorbed, you're going to start stirring it until it's all crystal clear again without those lumps. Now, once it's all mixed nice and nice, so you're going to do the same thing as before. Put it to low to medium heat for about 5 to 10 minutes and stir it occasionally to prevent it from burning. After it's all heated up and mixed together, add about 1 to 2 drops of your flavored extract in it and give it a good whisk together. Now, depending how big your mold is, you may need to make 1 or 2 batches. I'm going to do 2 of them without the white food coloring and then the rest of them with it, so I can show you the difference if you don't have any white food coloring. So there we go, and then I'm going to pour my white food coloring in, like so, about 2 to 3 drops. Give it a good shake. And it comes out like this milky color. And then pour the rest in. If your red half is solid already, then you can get your black mixture and then pour on top, and then you'll complete our red side of the Pokeballs. And you're going to do it like before and put it in the fridge for about 60 to 90 minutes. And once you're white solid, do the same thing as you do to the red side and pour the mixture in. Move over, Martha Stewart, because I apparently am the best pourer in the world. But anyway, guys, this is what your final product should look like. You should get a nice gummy bear squishy side when you put them both together. If you want to go one extra step though and make it really look like a Pokeball, you can get some of your leftover white Jello and pour it on top of the whole, and then you can put it in the fridge for about another 30 more minutes, and we will get the little dot in the center. Now, to get them out of the Pokeball, leave them out your tray for about a good couple of minutes. And it should warm up a little bit and they should come out easily. And just grab both sides, like so, and stick them together. And then cool them for a little bit longer so the Jello sticks together like that. And you should have yourself a Pokeball. Now, this is where the problem with the transparent stuff is. For the transparent stuff, if you decide not to use any food dye, you need to let the transparent side cool for at least 2 to 3 hours. If not, the black dye will go right through the transparent side. So that's the only downfall with it. So let's see how the second one came out. If it's all black, then we know that we need to cool it for about 3 hours. like so. See, it's all black. Now you have a delicious black gummy if you want. I mean, you can make a luxurious bowl if you want to just do a black side. So try the hardest to look for white food dye, and you can't find it, then just if you're going to do transparent, you could do that. Or another option is you can actually melt down candy. The problem with that is the candy has a lot of sugar in it, but if you find white gummy bears, you could just melt those down. So if you want to add the little white dot, the best thing to do is grab your both sides like so. I'm going to grab this side and then we're going to bring out, I don't know, this one right over here. So grab it. It's a nightmare to get some of these things out. Grab it like so, combine them together, and get either a melon scooper or a cheese grater, anything with a little small hole in it. Put it over your Pokeball, try to center it up, get your white, pour a little bit of it, go up, and you should have a white dot like so. So we're going to do that for the remaining ones, and then we're going to put it in the fridge for about 30 to 60 more minutes, and we'll have our final product finally. After you let the white dots cool, they should be solid, and your Pokeballs are finally finished. These babies, if you store them in the fridge, can be good for a month. So you can snack on these big bad boys anytime you want. You can make as much batches as you need.
Alright guys, our gummy bears are finally finished, and this is my favorite part of the video where we get the taste test. If you look closer in detail, you can actually see this actually does look like a Pokeball. And it's squeezy, and it's going to be delicious too. So let's give it a taste. They're really big. They taste exactly like a gummy bear. You get dual flavor depending how you flavored it. And you get cherry, raspberry type of thing I did on the top, with the raspberry white bottom. It's absolutely delicious, guys. Now, they're not really bite-sized. It'll take a few bites to actually get these down. But I think you'll enjoy them, guys, and it's definitely worth trying out. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you couldn't tell, I was a little nervous doing this video. This is my first time doing my cooking on another channel. Like I said in the beginning of the video, my name is Pwnapplez. If you don't know who I am, I'm a charity YouTuber. That means every video I make raises money for a charity. I keep none of the funds. I have my own cooking show on my channel where I do a bunch of Nintendo related dishes. I hate plugging my channel, but John said I could, so here's a shot. If you want to check out how to make the Pokemon lava cookies, click over here. I really hope you guys will enjoy the videos on my channel as well as the videos I'm going to be making for Kanto University. So check it out by watching my videos. Like I said, I raise money for Alzheimer's, autism, any type of charity out there, and I keep none of the fun, so it's a win-win situation. So guys, I really hope you'll try these dishes out. If you make the dishes, tweet them at either Pwnapplez or Kanto University. We'll love to see your final products. I can't wait to cook a bunch of other Pokemon related dishes for this channel. I can't wait to redo my lava cookies for this channel. I have a different recipe in mind. What dishes would you like to see me do in the future? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll come up with a recipe and we'll make it together in my kitchen. Thank you so much guys for watching, and I can't wait to see you guys next time in the kitchen. Adios.